beach. I was checking out the waves, taking the dogs for a walk, looking for fishing holes and things like that. And I noticed a couple of young blokes run down to the beach.
So we were here for training, training for competition, and we were here this afternoon because it's Thursday, and we always train here to gain wave skills.
We usually have 10 to 15 at training, like all different skills and ages. It's really good and friendly vibes. Everyone's super encouraging and always like pushing you to do your best.
So that afternoon the conditions were, it was big, had like a 5-foot nor'easterly swell coming in across the beach, which was creating a big rip right out across the bluff.
I noticed a couple of young blokes run down to the beach, 4 boys actually. They jumped into the water in a place that we normally jump into to get out the back, go for a surf, and it was deep. And I knew there was a strong current there, and I thought to myself, gee, I hope I know what they're doing. I hope they know what they're doing.
So we were finishing a race, we were coming in and we were going around the lifeguard tower, and then Ray pointed out to Nick that there was somebody in trouble.
And I was immediately thinking where the waves were and the quickest way I was going to get out. So I ran down to a slight rip to try and get out to them quicker. And I was looking at the conditions, and then my immediate concern was how they were and how they were going to react when I got there, whether they were panicking or whether they were calm, and just assessing the conditions. So my training kicked in, so I knew what to do.
They were all in trouble, and I knew they weren't going to be able to swim against the current because they were trying to swim against it instead of swimming over to the bank, where, coincidentally and fortuitously, there was a squad training.
One of the boys was struggling quite significantly, so he jumped on my board, and by that time Ray had paddled over, and he was with the other 2 as I paddled into shore with this boy, and one of them hopped on Ray's board.
Jet paddled out, Ray and Nick brought 2 in, Jet had the other guy floating and getting him out of the rock area, and then I paddled out to help Jet and brought him back in on my board.
It was a mass rescue, and I was totally relieved when I saw what was going on from up there, because I couldn't do a darn thing and no one else on the beach could have done anything. I thought these guys who'd gotten into trouble were very, very lucky that the guys were out there on their boards.
Sadly to say, there were too many witnesses that spoke to me afterwards and said that if it wasn't for our club members going to their aid, at least one fatality would have occurred, at least.
As a result of good training and communication and knowing what to do at exactly the right time, you measure it in lives saved. That's at what cost is a life. That's the importance of it.
It was a situation where our kids could spot the danger very early, and they were first responders, and we're extremely proud that they could see the danger developing.
Well, I felt kind of nervous. I haven't really done anything like that before, but when I was telling him what to do, I felt good, like I knew what I was doing, and it just gave me confidence to do it more in the future.
Well, this is my first rescue, and I was really scared when I first saw them out there, but then my confidence kicked in knowing that I'd done so much training for it and I knew what to do and I had the skills to do it.
I'm extremely proud of what they've done.